Hello everybody! Saltusu Ren back here with another episode of the Sims 3 Warriors Create Your Cat series. Now for those who don't know or may be new to the channel, this is a series in which I take cats that viewers have submitted and I do my best to recreate them within the Sims 3. Now these cats can be your OCs, they can be cats that you actually own and want to see put into the game, they can be made up off the top of your head or whatever. And the cats that you submit will later be added to the world of my Warrior Cats challenge at some future date when the seasons change. Like when currently it is Leaf Fall, when it becomes Leaf Bear, a bunch of cats are going to be rotated out of the game. Some of the cats that are wandering around the background will be removed and replaced with some of the cats that I've created in this series here. Now these can be loners, kitty pets, rogues, wanderers, maybe even former clan cats themselves, who knows? We'll have to see. And if you have a cat or two that you would like to submit, please go ahead and leave the cat's name and a brief description of their appearance and personality down below, and they will be added to a list for a future Create Your Cat episode. And even if you don't have a cat to submit, that's totally fine. You can share this video with a friend or somebody who you think may be interested, and have them add their cats to be created at a later time. And hopefully I can keep on doing this series. But this episode, we're going to be working on the two cats from Little Nightmares, so let's go ahead and get into that. Alright, now the first cat we have is Peach Paw, who is a loner, so I'm going to go ahead and do Peach Paw. She is a loner, based on the name and her background. I suppose she's technically an ex-clan cat, but for now I'm going to put loner because that is what she's listed as. And I'll go ahead and hit that she's a she-cat. She is described as a small pinkish-gray she-cat with pale lavender eyes. Her paws, legs, and underbelly are white. She has a short, stubby tail, and she was blinded from a dog attack. Peach Paw has always been considerate to others around her more than herself. She would go out of her way to help queens in the nursery and elders with tics. Due to her nature and her willingness to help out, most thought that she would be a medicine cat. But she declined, since one day she wanted to have a mate and kits. But she does help out the medicine cat if they need extra paws. After being separated from her unknown clan, thanks to a blizzard, she wanders the land looking for a new place to call her home. And on her journeys, she meets a cat named Weasel, who she quickly calls her friend. So let's go ahead and start creating Peach Paw. So, first off, what would be a good space for Peach Paw? Let's see, she's a smaller cat. The La Perm looks like it could be like a peach color, but it's gonna be more of a pinkish gray rather than like... Short hair tabby, maybe? I haven't really done anything with the short hair tabby. Let's go ahead and use this as the base. We're going to definitely change up all the coloring and everything. But... okay, let's see. We'll go with a gray cat for the base. This color is more of a blue-gray. We're going to change that to a pinkish gray. So, right here, let's kind of adjust that to more of... there we go. That kind of has like a pinkish tone to it. And just to kind of emphasize that kind of pinkish tone, I'm going to do the same thing I did with Violet in the past and some of the other cats. When I do that kind of... that thing I do with cats, I'm going to go ahead and take sort of a pinkish color and make it really faded into the fur. So it's sort of there, but it's not like distractingly pink, you know? There's some pink in the fur, but it's not like a pink cat. It's definitely a pinkish gray cat, but the cat itself is not like bright pink. That's still a very cute cat. I might actually lighten up the gray just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, she also has, her paws, legs, and underbelly are white. So let's go ahead and start working on markings. Let's see, her underbelly is white. Is it just her underbelly, or would it go up to here? Actually, I know what I can do here. We can go ahead and do gray there. And we can also kind of have it sort of spread there on the chest. Or just like that. From the underbelly and upwards. And I think, if I can figure out what I can do here, is we can go ahead and take some of that same white, put it there, do it the same on the opposite side. There we go. Then her paws and legs are also white. Thankfully, those are all put into the same sort of markings. So, legs are also white. This leg over here. Let's get the hind legs going as well. And the final hind leg. Maybe not up so high. Just kind of shortened a little bit on both of those hind legs. Something a little bit more like that, perhaps? Alright. So for markings, yeah, that seems pretty basic, but it's also... it works, you know? I might do another sort of gray marking over the top of these, just to kind of, like, make sure that it is, like, gray more so than pink. But it's not going to be that big of a deal, sort of gray. Just take this, lower the opacity, definitely. Change the shade of gray here. There we go. Still a very clearly pinkish gray she-cat. But she is very pretty. So let's go ahead and move into the fur shape. And let's see. Oh yeah, she has a short stubby tail. I can change her tail soon, but for now... Oh, because she was blind by a dog attack, there's another thing I want to do. So... coming up here... What I want to do is... It doesn't say like she's very badly scarred, but after a dog attack, I imagine there would be a scar of some sort. So we'll do like a few scars like around her eyes. Like, just enough that it looks like she was probably like injured by a dog. It's not like a super defining feature, but just kind of close by to her eyes, we can kind of... So something like right over there, and around her other eye. That could work. I'm not sure how old these injuries are, so I'm actually going to lower the opacity on them a little bit. So that they look more faded, they look like older injuries. They're not really a defining feature, but she has those scars nevertheless. But anyway, let me go ahead and we'll give her that short stubby tail. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. And let's go ahead and start working on the body type now. So, right off the bat, she is a smaller cat, so let's go ahead and find body size. She is a smaller cat, so let's bring this down just a bit to maybe here. Or we can make it a little bit more clearly a small cat, like this. Maybe we can give her slightly shorter legs? Wait, where's the short legs? Like, body size short legs actually makes cats look like they're floating, but just short legs in general? Not too short, just a little shorter. To balance that out, where is the body length? There it is, we'll bring that down just a little bit. Alright. Not much we can do by the way of tail length. We could do tail thickness. Do we want it to be like super fluffy or... I mean, it's cute. It's cute and fluffy. Sure, why not? Okay. Then we can work on her face. Let's see, she has lavender eyes. Pale lavender eyes. I kind of wanted to do, like, almost white coloring, but... Let's see. These could be even paler, I believe. It's impossible to get them, like, white. But that shade of lavender is a pale shade of lavender. There's another thing I want to do with the eyes as well. Because she's a blind cat, something that I can do is I can make it look like her eyes are having a little trouble focusing. So, I'm going to be taking the direction her eyeball is and moving it off to the side, just so. Then if I do the same for her left eyebrow, for her left eye over here. She can't quite see straight. I'm going to go ahead and bring this one back in a little bit because that looks a little too out there. Alright. She definitely doesn't look like she can, like, focus properly. But that works for her because she is a blind cat. Let's see, I feel like I might have gone overboard with the right eye, perhaps. But there we go. That works. Let's see, do I want to change her eye shape? Kind of bring it to more of the... up here, perhaps? I don't know. Let's see, eyelid's length is something I have here. I've never really done anything with it. Eye scale, maybe a little bigger. Not too much, but just a little, like that. See the nose? Can stay kind of in the pink zone. Do I want to make it smaller? Maybe. Ears? Let's do it kind of like that. They're already a little small, kind of like that. Ear tip angle. I think that's cute. Do want to change the forehead height shape. Let's see, head shape, skull shape. I think this is good. Not too much was changed from the base, aside from coloring and the eyes, but it still works pretty well. So for her personality, she has always been considerate to others, so she is friendly. Let's see, due to her nature and willingness to help out, I'm gonna say that she's also very neat. She's always like helping to like get rid of ticks and everything with the elders. And let's see. Might be good for a third trait. Perhaps she's been wandering the land, so would I say adventurous, or would that just be... Maybe non-destructive might suit her. I think I'll go with non-destructive for her. She is friendly, neat, and non-destructive. Let's go with a slightly higher pitched voice. Maybe even higher, like that. There we go. This is Peach Paw, and she is submitted by Little Nightmares. And let's go ahead and start on the next cat. Alright, this next cat is named Weasel. Weasel, I'm gonna say, is probably also a loner. And is a tom. He is a large grayish-blue tomcat with a fluffy coat, black stripes going along his back, a fluffy tail, and blue eyes. He has an overall skittish personality, deep down, but he likes to talk up his skills and acts proud to not seem like he's weak. Weasel was a kitty pet that soon grew bored of his life since there was hardly anything to do, so he would often wander away from his two-legged nest as a kit to be among the trees. Even though he grew bored, he never had the guts to wander away from his home until he met Peach Paw. It was kind of like love at first sight. And since she was blind, he had kind of taken pity on her, so he offered to be her eyes, so now they travel together. So they have a little bit of their own romance going on. So let's go ahead and... what base should we use for Weasel? Weasel's a larger cat, it says. The American Longhair? Or... what's the chartreuse looks like? Maybe? Perhaps? The Himalayan? Oh no. The Maine Coon. We can definitely make the Maine Coon even bigger. I do think it'll be a fun base though. So let's see, we're gonna go find another grayish coloring. And let's go with this. This is the exact same base we used before, but we can go ahead and... oh no, it's a different base. Either way, we can delete the markings. And let's see, you're more of a grayish blue, so... there we go, right off the bat, we kind of have this bluish gray tone. Something like that. We can go ahead and, it says along your back you have black stripes. One of the first things I can do is this thing that has like a kind of black coloring. That does look like it'll probably fit. And just so that it kind of blends well, we can also do something to kind of give you sort of a more stripy look on your face. Not quite like that. This one perhaps. But for this, I cannot go ahead and make that more of a gray. And doesn't necessarily need to be like super visible. Like we can take the opacity on that on its own and It works. Simple markings, but effective. And of course, I'm going to be doing my own typical little... Let's get kind of a pattern going on in the fur, at least. So, let's get some shade of gray over here. I'm going to take it more towards the blue this time. Might even make it more of a clear blue. And bring down the opacity. Let's do the same on the opposite side. Something like that, perhaps. It works, it works. Alright. And this is already a very fluffy cat. Can I do anything to make it even fluffier? Can make the fluffiness even more visible. Or this on its own looks pretty fluffy. The other one looked more scruffy. This looks fluffy. Do you want to do anything like with curliness for the fur? Nah, maybe just like that, perhaps. So let's go ahead and start changing up the body type. Right off the bat. He's a bigger cat, so let me go ahead and find cat size. Cat size, there we are. I'm gonna bring it up to the S, probably. Right up there. Look at this big cat. Let's see, do I want to do anything? Tail thickness, he has a fluffy tail. So tail thickness is gonna be pretty high. Look at that fluffy tail. That is a fluffy tail. Let's see, I'm gonna increase chest scale just a bit. Stomach scale, I'm gonna tuck in a tiny bit, maybe. I can also find the body thickness. Where is that? Body thickness. And kind of bring that up. Give him more of a muscular look, I suppose. This is a very handsome cat. Let's see, for the face, let's see, for the eyes, it says that you have blue eyes, so let's go ahead and get some blue eyes going. Let's see, just gotta get that one to more of a blue. Those are some very beautiful blue eyes. Let's see, for the ears, I kind of want to give you, floppy ears almost? Or not quite like that. One ear I kind of want to be more floppy. But I do want to change up the ear tip angle on this before I can do it. I don't know. I had like some idea in mind for this. I'm not feeling it right now though. We'll get rid of the floppy ear. If your ears are both floppy, that actually looks okay. If we take down the ear scale just a tad. Yeah, that works, that works. Let's see, the muzzle, do I want to do anything with it? Something like that, perhaps. Nose, I'll bring more to like a grayish tone. Like right there works. I might want to change the eye shape to be a little bit more of a serious look, Like that. There we go. And anything for the cheek definition? Maybe, maybe not. This is a particularly strong-looking cat. A former kitty pet, but... okay, I like this. I do like the way this cat looks. So let me go ahead and pull out the personality. Let's see. You are skittish, so let me go ahead and find that. That's one of the first things it says. Okay, you're skittish, but you also like to talk up your skills and act proud. So right off the... where's proud? Where's proud? There it is. Yeah, you like to talk up your skills and act proud. You were a kitty pet that grew bored of your life since there was hardly anything to do and would wander away. So I'm going to say that you are oh, it conflicts with skittish. Huh. So skittish cats conflicts with being adventurous. How about independent, maybe? What would be a good replacement for adventurous? I could say maybe playful seems like it could be a good replacement. It says that they want to have fun and have a happy-go-lucky attitude. That kind of seems about right, maybe? I think I'll go with playful for this. Instead of adventurous, because that's not available, we'll go with playful. We'll lower the voice. Alright, and this cat is also submitted by Little Nightmares. And alright, so there we have Weasel and Peachpaw. And these two are really cute cats. I really love them. Peachpaw is the first blind cat that I have just created right off the bat here. So this will be interesting when she appears. If they appear in the game, it'll be very interesting to see like how they interact with other cats, how Peachpaw would probably have to overcome the whole blindness thing to be able to hunt effectively and everything. But yeah. So these are the cats for this episode, and if you enjoyed watching this episode, please go ahead and hit the like button and leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts. And if you want me to create a cat that you have submitted, please go ahead and leave their name and a brief description of their appearance and personality down below in the comments, and in a future episode, I will get around to creating them. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe, and you'll be able to watch new videos as they're created. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Stay safe out there, friends.